My mom always taught me that people who succeed in life are people who are willing to do things that people who don't succeed in life are not willing to do. And I know that's got way too many words, and I wish I could figure out an easier, faster way of saying that. But basically what it comes down to is if you want to succeed, you got to do things that most people don't do. Now, let me just express a corollary to that. I don't think that's right. The very successful people have figured things out that those who don't succeed haven't figured out. And this brings up something really, really important, which is if you want to do something, my suggestion is that you start by figuring out what the people who are successful have already figured out. In other words, they've identified certain things. They're doing certain things differently than all those who are failing are doing. And your job is to cut through years of struggle. For example, I was recently talking to somebody who spent more than a decade putting together all the tools and never made a cent in that decade. And I don't want that to be the case for you. I want you to start out by figuring out immediately what's important and what the successful people are doing, and start off from day one doing those things so you become successful faster and more successful. Because here's what happens. Success leaves evidence. And one of the cool things is that the web has made it possible to create web tools that make that evidence, the success leaves evidence, that makes that evidence available in many, many different areas. So if they're doing work on the web, you can almost always go figure out what they're doing and basically copy those same strategies yourself. And let me just step back another step. So there's two things here. The first one is take this successful person and do what they did. Here's another one. There's 40 successful people in this niche. What if you took their most successful things that they had done and take all the work of all 40 of those people, put it all together into one giant spreadsheet, and raise the most successful ones to the top, which will tell you these are the things that this entire category is doing. And this becomes like a category mandatory, something that if you want to succeed in this category, you need to do all that, because of the top 40 people who are doing this, 10 of them have done a piece of content or a video about this particular subject. You better get a video out about that particular subject if you want to be one of those who succeeds. Okay, so let's talk about how we go about this process of doing research to find out what they're actually doing using some amazing web tools that are out there. Let me take one example, video. So if you were to go and look on YouTube at some of the most successful YouTube channels out there, what'll happen is you immediately get a ton of data that tells you these are the videos that are most successful for them. These are the videos that almost everybody is watching in this particular category. If you do that across 40 different channels in this category, then you, like I said before, now know, hey, you better create these 10 videos because most of them have done a video on that particular subject. Let me tell you a tool. It is called vidIQ. So vidIQ. When you go and you use vidIQ, that gives you all kinds of data that you can't find unless you use some tool like that. There are several tools out there that do this. vidIQ is my favorite of the batch. So vidIQ tells me how much traffic this site's getting across its life, how much they've gotten in the last 30 days. Here's all their videos. I can get the descriptions. I can get how much traffic that video has gotten. I can get all the tags for it. I can get all that information. And literally, all I have to do is go to that channel and click, and I can download all of the information on every single one of the 263 or 4,000 videos that they've created. And that downloads on my computer in a matter of moments. I take the 40 different channels that are doing that, put all that information in one giant spreadsheet, and all of a sudden I know exactly what's happening in this category. All right, let's take ads. All right. Are you aware that you can go in Facebook into the Facebook, basically the page of someone who's advertising, and you can click a link and see all of the ads that they are currently running on Facebook? The copy and the pictures. You can't see the targeting, but you can see the copy and the pictures. Why would you want to do that? Because these people are presumably making money from their ads. Why would you not want to know exactly what ads money is being made from? Success leaves evidence. Go grab that evidence and utilize it yourself. Content. So if you go to a site like ahrefs.com, the letter A, the letter H, REFS.com. It gives you the ability to run reports and be able to put in a category, so a site, and you can see every one of its pieces of content and how much traffic it's gotten. And you can see every one of the search terms for which that site ranks. You can put all that into a report, download it, and then go to all of its competitors and do the same thing, put it all into a big spreadsheet, and you now know the top content that is being put out by all of the major players in that category. Can you see what I'm talking about here? Can you see that what I'm basically saying is, don't just go do a cursory look. Okay, I'm going to go check out their webpage. I did a video about that not long ago, about how you can do some competitive research looking at people's offers and things like that. And that is incredibly valuable. But what I want to know is, what have they figured out? What are they actually doing that is making a difference? And what are all the big competitors in the marketplace doing that is leaving evidence? And then I want to compile all of that information into one single source so that I can look and I can say, these are the most successful strategies. These are the most successful pieces of content. These are the most successful videos. These are the most successful ads that are being run in this category. And once you've got that, you've got a blueprint for success. All you need to do after that is come up with your offer and produce those pieces yourself. But if you don't do that research, you won't get that information. If anyone's interested in having somebody else do that research for you because you don't know how, or you don't have time, or you don't whatever, drop me a note. Maybe we can talk about that. I'm pretty good at it, or at least my team is. So let's talk if you're interested. Overall, let's go back to the concept. Success leaves evidence. Find that evidence. Follow those paths so you can get those same results for your business too. Sound interesting? I hope so. What have you done? Let me know in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.